What's up, everybody? Silver here with another Halo Wars 2 achievement guide. This time we are doing part 11 of our run-through on Halo Wars 2's legendary campaign. So start up this mission and attack these power silos and move all your units up to the front and just use your Warthog to run and grab all these power drops that you just generated. And what you want to do in the beginning is build a bunch of turrets. So start building one turret, build a generator, and start researching the upgraded turrets and base in your field armory in the back there. And you don't really have to focus on any of the combat. Just focus on your armory, and you want to upgrade a second time. That upgrade in the top of the wheel menu in your field armory. And just keep upgrading or building turrets on your base as you can. I do have Pestilence on, which is the reason why all my units and the opponent's units are losing health. They go down to about 10% health automatically, even if they're not taking damage. That's just a result of the Pestilence skull. So we're going to use that to our advantage. You can see here I am now encountering this Retriever, but with the assistance of the Pestilence skull, he's losing pretty much all of his health. And my turrets will finish him off. So that's why we were building turrets in the beginning there. And I just drove my Warthog over to my dead Spartans and, just woke them up. They were just napping. So what you want to do in the beginning, now that the Retriever's gone, you built a supply pad. You're going to blow up the barracks after building one sniper. So we're going to put that one sniper up there. And then we have a garrison with just your standard Marines to the left over here, to the left of the base. And we're just going to hang out for a little bit. We're going to upgrade our base there to tech level 3, and we are going to decided to blow up that generator. I want a supply pad instead. So we are just going to, well, I'm going to get rid of this Warthog. I don't want it. All I need are my Spartans, and if you have any Wolverines left over, I'll keep those, but they died off, so no worries. The main focus right now is building Kodiaks, and we want to upgrade the vehicles, and we want to upgrade eventually everything in the field armory. And then we will go from there. So we want to start by building 7 Kodiaks, and we're going to kind of lock them down in this area. So one right there-ish, one right about here, and then we're going to make a third one to make a nice little triangle of Kodiaks right there. So put it right about there. Doesn't have to be exact. Why not right there? How about that? Sounds good. Looks great. We're going to bring one down and have it locked down right next to the base on the left side. We are going to build 3 more and grab that one. You want to put it right about there. And we are going to keep upgrading your field armory, whatever you can, while this is all happening. Lock him down right there. And then the other one we're going to lock down kind of under the garrison here. But it doesn't matter. The exact placements aren't too important, but that's generally a really good layout right there. So we're going to continue. We're going to upgrade the tier level or the tech level of the vehicles there. So you can see that's what I'm researching now. And I'm going to set up my Spartans so they're kind of in a line and they're a good distance apart. The reason that we're doing that is because we are going to keep them separate. If you run at this area we're going to as a bunched up group of units, you will a lot more likely come to find that you're being attacked by a leader power. You're being glassed or something. So I spread them out, and now I'll direct all of those 3 Spartans. You can see they're a good distance apart. And just run to this side, and the Kodiak should be able to take out everything. And now I'm just running back, and there's a Warlord Chieftain there, and there is a turret, which are both taken out by the Kodiaks. So we didn't really even do much with the Spartans there. We just drew the sight lines over to them so the Kodiaks could shoot at them. So at this point, we are going to leave Alice here. So I have Alice capping the base. I think that's who's capping it right now. And we're going to build 4 Wolverines, and we're just going to make like a plus sign with them. So we'll have one on the north, south, east, and west side of that pylon that we're capping right now. So put that one there, and then you know what we're going to do. So Jerome and Douglas, I'm going to move off to another area of the map in a little bit. So we're going to go to the top left of this map, to the left of Area C. So I'm going to direct them to go over there. Meanwhile, I'll continue upgrading my vehicles here. There we go. And the Wolverines and Alice, plus all those Kodiaks, should be able to keep that area under lock and key. Unfortunately, there's a ton of units over here. Normally, when I run over here, there's not any units, so they just go straight there. But they are both killed in this, actually, so that's not cool. But I guess it's good for the guide. I could show you what to do. Just use a leader power, and we're going to call in some ODSTs, and they could drop down on your Spartan there. So you could use there. You can see there's a little tiny area that the Fog of War isn't touching because your Spartan's dead there. So we're going to use that to our advantage. So once they're done regenerating, taking a nap, we could drop our ODSTs, and then that will wake them up, and we will just move on over to the top left. Now they're shooting this leader power at me. Not cool. But we're going to go up to this mini base up here, and just barricade yourself in this little tower here, this garrison, and take out this mini base as quickly as you can. I like to use an archer missile attack here, which takes out the majority of the health of that mini base. And we're being hindered, we're being harangued by this wraith here. So I'm going to use another leader power. Have a drop turret. Deal with that. Oh, looks like he didn't deal with that very well, so that's good for us. So we're going to build a mini base and continue upgrading your field armory. Eventually upgrade your turrets to anti-air turrets, so you can protect your Kodiaks down by your main base there. And we are going to build a garage up here, and we're going to make one Marine unit. We're going to stick the Marines in this garrison here, so they can protect a bunch of Kodiaks. We're going to build a bunch of Kodiaks up here too. We are going to put Douglas in one of the garrisons down by the sea area. We'll do that in a little bit. So we're building 8 Kodiaks. We're going to make an X pattern up here where that first one's going. So you'll see that in a second as I place them. I put Douglas down here. You want Douglas to be in the left garrison when you're looking at Area C. You don't want him in the right one because he'll probably die from the Retriever Sentinel over time. So we want him in that left one. And we want to make a little X pattern, like you see here, with 5 of those, what are they called, Kodiaks. And then we're going to bring 2 down here, and we're going to put it like kind of in the water there. 2 Kodiaks, set them up there. And we will put the, actually one of my 2 Kodiaks, where is he? There he is, flopping around. He doesn't know where to go. But we'll bring another one down here. So 2 down there, right next to each other. And we'll put 1 right there, kind of at the top of that incline. So that gives us all the sight lines we need so they could pretty much defend themselves. And Douglas is in there. Whenever there's a bunch of enemies that are dropped off at this area, all of the enemies will focus fire on Douglas. And since he has a shield and he's garrisoned, he will be able to easily take that punishment and most likely not die. So we'll build 1 more Wolverine, and we put him at the top of that waterfall there, right next to the garrison, because sometimes Banshees like to fly over, and the Kodiaks cannot shoot the Banshees, so that Marine group and the Wolverine will take care of any stray Banshees that go over there. So we got a nice setup here. I have sent Jerome, well, we captured Area C with Jerome, and now I've sent him over to Area B, and he's just capping that, and he will be the only one to hang out over there by himself. We got a ton of Kodiaks and nonsense guarding A and C, but Jerome's the only one on B detail. So, alright, he's capped that, so we're just going to move him right here. 99 times out of 100, if you just leave Jerome there, he does not get attacked there. There are no enemies that go over there most of the time. He actually, a warlord, starts attacking me over there this run-through, of course, now that I'm recording. But I think that's the first time I've ever been attacked there when I send any units over there. So that's a pretty safe spot right there. You can see enemies are starting to take it, so I just moved Jerome in, and they are taking it, and they actually took it before Jerome could kill him. So, but this area I just defend with only Jerome and any leader powers. So I'll throw in a drop turret, I'll archer missile attack them. Remember, you have restoration drones too if you need to heal anybody. Looks like down here some enemies were killing my units, which is not cool. So 1 died up here at Area C. I just replaced them. And then 3 died down here. It was probably with the leader power, I'd imagine. But that's alright, we have plenty of supplies and power to rebuild those units. Jerome's retaking that area up there. And you want to monitor all these areas because sometimes the Wolverines will get destroyed, or some of them will. Sometimes, as we just saw, some Kodiaks will go down. But overall, this is a very sound position to be in. So a lot of my guides previous to this were pretty much, just send a ton of Scorpions at them that we rebuilt with the After-Party Skull or something. But this is a lot more precise. So Jerome is your only guy over here. This is the last place you'll take. This first one next to your base. We have the 7 not Scorpions. We have the 7 Kodiaks set up. We have 1 sniper in one of the garrisons. We have the Marines in the closest garrison to your base. And we have Alice and 4 Wolverines actually on Area A there. And then up here we have the 8 Kodiaks, 5 and a little X up here. 1 on top of the ridge, and then 2 in the water. And then we have the 1 Wolverine, of course, up at the top of the waterfall, and a Marine group in the garrison, and then Douglas on the left garrison next to this area. So, again, this is more precise and specific where you want to place your units instead of just, chucking a ton of Scorpions at them like I did in some of my previous guides on different levels. But this level requires a little more tactic, but that's all right. We got the tactics right here. So a Warlord almost killed Douglas there. But anyway, this is pretty much what we're going to be doing for the remainder of this little video here. So I'm going to speed this up because it's pretty much the same thing, just monitoring your units, and if any die, just replace them. Most of the time, they won't die. You might have to replace a few, but it's a pretty easy position to hold once you're all set up. So I just sped up this video from 2 times speed to 3 times speed, so it will go a little quicker now. We're pretty much all set and just coasting at this point. But the additional skulls I have on, other than Pestilence, which we already talked about, I have 7 other skulls. They are Pain Train, Bountiful Harvest, Emperor, Total Annihilation, Firestarter, Things That Go Boom, and Sugar Cookies. So throw those on, and it will make the game a lot easier in general. They do things like increase the amount of supplies you get. They increase the amount of leader powers you could use just because it decreases the time it takes for them to recharge. It makes your units train faster and things like that, just to make the game a little easier for you. So throw those 7 skulls on, along with Pestilence, and we're pretty much just maintaining at this point. You want to make sure that you set up all these units in the order that I did so. So you want to focus on setting up A first, and then move up to C, and then go over to B. You don't want to do anything out of order, or else you will risk failing, because I don't think it'll work with if you do anything out of order. At least the strategies I'm using won't work if you do it out of order. But anyway, not much to say. Here's the Warlord I was talking about that found me in the corner there. That is very rare. Even if you blew me up, that'd be okay. We still would have 2 of the 3 units over here, or 2 of the 3, whatever these things are, capture points, pylons, I don't know. But we're just having Jerome retake it. We are about to win here, closing in on that 3,000 mark. So with this strategy, you'll give up around 1,500 to 2,000 tickets, is what the units are called in this. But that's totally fine. It's just whoever gets the 3,000 first wins. So that is us. And there we are. That is all. We get this retriever to help us out now, and that's the end of the level. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Click like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter at HaloCompletion and on Twitch and Mixer at SilverScorpion4. And make sure to check out my podcast called HaloConversationalists. And I will see you guys later for more Halo achievements.